We're in beautiful Yantai. Behind me and all around me is a very new district that is close to the old German quarter, the German Colonial Quarter, and it's right next to the ocean. And there are lots of restaurants and cafes and things that have yet to open up, but I'm sure that this is going to be the town, the place to go at night. Hello! Architects always are trying to say something, and I think what they're really trying to say is, I'm a really clever architect. So this beautiful port over here, which is the port of Yantai, and continues far beyond what you can see over to the north and to the south, has these interesting cargo containers all throughout. This is not the only one. We also showed you another one where there's seating, tables where you can play chess and have coffee talk with your friends. Why would you put containers at a port? Oh, I wonder, clever architect. Let's continue our tour. This is the old Colonial Quarter of Yantai. That means more than 150 years ago, the Germans decided to show up and they built buildings here along with colonizing this part of Yantai. And what did they leave? Along with Qingdao, they left Yantai with beer. And so there are a ton of bars here. And we're going to show you some of the bars in the old German Colonial Quarter of Yantai, which has turned into a beer and drinking district for young people. Come on. I was here about 5 years ago. What I noticed is that they have actually redone a lot of the structures. But what's interesting is these bricks are still the original bricks from 150 to 200 years ago, although the grout has been updated and they've repainted a lot of things and replaced some of the wood. These buildings are essentially the same buildings that you had decades and decades ago. They've just kind of updated them for tourism. Come on. Now that we've gotten to the main drag of this area, I can see that they have made a lot more updates than I anticipated. And a lot like Jianghan Walking Street in Wuhan or Beijing Street in Guangzhou, this entire street has been updated and has become the tourism place in Yantai. And you can see all kinds of colorful shops, restaurants, places to buy Dior clothes, and bars. Come on, let's check it out. In 2018, the last time I really got to tour this area, it was just a few bars, and we went here in the middle of the night. And I was always thinking, why doesn't Yantai turn this into a tourism place? Down here, I can't even imagine the lights, the colors that cannot be conveyed in just a video. There's even a Starbucks at the end, which I think is amazing, because the first time I came to Yantai, 2013, they didn't have a coffee shop, not a Luckin, not a Starbucks, not a Costa Coffee. And now they have a pier that is like up there with Santa Cruz in the US. This is a place you would bring your friends to have a good time. This is a place where people are bringing their friends to have a good time. You should come here too. As promised, we finally did find a bar, and there's a cigar store bar over there. But it does look like this place is not just about drinking anymore. You can see that the Colonial Quarter continues for several streets in both directions. But over here, we have New Year Festival, which you need tickets for, but we're going to bring you down to the pier instead and show you that. So come on. Hey, all my fans out there. So we're now down at the pier, and this is not the port, import-export port of Yantai. This is the pier for people to come and enjoy themselves. If you look at this restaurant over here, the year my wife and I decided to get together and I met her in her hometown of Yantai, I brought her to this restaurant and we ate seafood. So that's the only time I've ever been there. But over here, you can see that it is extremely overcast and the clouds are rolling in because tomorrow, and I'll show you in a different video, it's going to snow in Yantai. Come on, let's check out the pier.